Hey guys, welcome back to the Justfly channel. My name is Jane, I'm the host of this channel, and today we have a lot of exciting news to talk about. So let's get straight in with it because I don't want to waste any time. But before we do that, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss when another video comes out, and also get me to my goal 1,000 subscribers before Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 comes out. Now let's roll in with the video. PMDG CEO has taken to their forums to share some exciting news surrounding a few different products of theirs. This includes some news on the 777-300ER coming to the marketplace later on, well, it should be out now, and the first look of the freighter, and also their birthday sale. Starting off, Robert kicked off with the forums post with confirming that the PMDG 777-300ER will be coming out into the instant marketplace. Well, it should be out there now, but the time of when I was actually recording this, which was Friday, it would have been out already. This is for both PC and Xbox. Now, in terms of deliveries, PMDG were informed that they may not come out within that same time of the release in the marketplace, but it might come out within the next week or so. But Microsoft is working with them to try and get it out the time that I'm recording this now. Now, in terms of the pricing for deliveries, PMDG says that they are working with Microsoft on the same special pricing for delivery release. They also added, if we succeeded in putting that together, we will be able to scoop them for another song. Moving across to the 777 freighter, they have said that it is coming near to the end of the development and is preparing to enter the plane for beta testing. They said that the aircraft is a feature-rich simulation experience for one of the world's most capable freighter haulers. When PMDG last spoke to us about the 777, which was on the forums, they said that they anticipated that it will be a pretty quick beta process. Now swiftly moving on to the 737 series of planes. Now they came on to address some of the more freezing issue reports over the past couple of weeks now. However, once the 777 freighter goes into beta testing, they'll be able to further develop the updates and get rid of the freezing issues on the 737 series. Some of the freezing issues include nav data functionalities and also updates to the tablet. Robert mentioned that September could be likely the release for the nav data update, with the tablet stuff following just after. Instead of a grand update, which is like a big massive update, they expect to roll it out steadily as they go along. Once they have rolled out the PMDG 737 series, they will no longer be considering early access and the price may increase. Right, the last thing that I would like to talk about from PMDG is that it's their 27th birthday. To celebrate, they are throwing a limited time sale of most of their product ranges. Expect everything except from the PMDG 777-300ER for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but everything else from the list, including all the 737s, will be at discount of 27% applied between now and Sunday the 11th of August, which is tomorrow. Now, just a little fun fact, over 27 years, PMDG has provided, in their words, 62 product releases, over 1,300 product updates, over 700 free liveries for the customers, and not just only that, but over $650,000 US loyalty bonuses given to the 737 customers. Now, before I head off, you probably might have seen it already, but there was a little teaser of the 737 freighter already, and one thing that they wanted to say is that you might have seen something you didn't expect to see about a project that you don't know about or you don't know anything about. So just letting you know, that was what was shown up on the screen just recently. Now moving from one Boeing to the next, FlightSim Studio has released the Boeing 727 freighter. Now they have delivered an aircraft for those that are looking for cargo operations that they could enjoy thanks to the freighter model of the iconic Boeing 727. There are plenty of features included throughout the jet that you could find. Now, if you don't know anything about the Boeing 727, I'll quickly give you a little history about it. So the Boeing 727 was one of the original jet-powered aircrafts that Boeing produced in the 1960s. The easiest way of recognizing it was by its T-tail design, and 3 rear-mounted engines. The Boeing 727 came as an instant hit with airlines as it was easier for them to operate out of smaller domestic airports. With over 1,800 aircraft produced by 1984, the Boeing 727 was one of the most successful domestic aircrafts at that present time. While only a handful of operators still fly the Boeing 727 as this is now discontinued, the type was widely used by airlines around the whole entire world. Now moving back into reality and getting out the facts, FSS has put a load of detail throughout. You can find PBR texturing, custom animations with smaller details both inside and outside of the aircraft. In the cockpit, you'll be able to interact with checklists, windows, autopilot controls, and even use of the fully featured flight engineering panel. Now in terms of the system depth, you'll be able to find a SP150 autopilot system. This is the logic for many of the systems, including the electrics, the APU, and the lighting, and the ability to also change between various navigation options. This includes the classic radio stack and the retro simulated Siva INS. Or if you refuse to use the classic style, you could always switch to the modern and futuristic set. This is paving the way for you to fly the Boeing 727 however you wish. Flight dynamics have been completed by a real-world pilot with plenty of data references. Finally, there is some documentation so you know what you're doing inside the aircraft, a realistic sound environment, and also supplementary items like SimBrief profile, GSX configuration, and plenty of liveries to fly around with. To help you make the experience as simple as possible within the simulator experience, there is an optional easy entry menu to automate cockpit flows and to monitor systems automatically. As it's optional, it is designed for simmers of all experiences. So, FlightSim Studio has released the Boeing 727 Freighter, and here's where you could get it. You get it from the Aerosoft website for €33.58, and that is excluding VAT. Now you'll also be able to get this from Culturals starting from August the 13th. It'll be probably the same price, just to let you know. Moving from Boeing to Airbus, which is technically their competitor. Well, I wouldn't even say competitor, but anyway, let's just move on. Fenix Simulations over on their Discord has shared a single teaser image of the Fenix Simulations upcoming Airbus A321. As you can see, it's on screen. It's probably going to stay there for a little while, so just bearing that in mind. We're going to kind of like go a little bit in depth with this. So let's start off with the livery. The livery is the Turkish Airlines, and as you can see, this is the A321 with an IAE engine. Now, looking at the aircraft livery, it seems like it's a special one, and it seems like it's discover the potential. Now, this livery is part of an ongoing campaign by Turkish Promotion Group. Now, whilst the preview doesn't give too much information or additional information about the possibility release date for the A321, Fenix Simulations has been slowly sharing some more information regarding the expansion pack. Now, if you would like to know more about the Fenix Simulations A321, A319, the A320, and also the new updater and installer and a whole bunch of other features, you could go ahead and watch I believe it was my second to last video on my channel, which I'll leave probably in the link in the description, and probably it'll be a little card up on the top showing you that video. Beyond ATC recently published a video showcasing improvements on their upcoming release of some new improvements of their AI-powered air traffic control enhancement suite for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, this was a very long video showcasing quite a lot of things, and it was 42 minutes long, and I sat through the whole entire thing. All of it was mainly to do with traffic injection and how it would be used in action at various different airports. The reworked traffic injection system will use real-world data from Flight Radar 24, covering approximately 15 million flights, as a jumping off point to determine where their aircraft will spawn in sim. From there, Beyond ATC will take over to make each flight live, whether they are looping schedule or predetermined route or destination. Now, this means from the developer, the ATC could end up prioritizing AI aircrafts over you at any time. Now, there is still a few features that are waiting and getting upgraded, including a functional pushback tug, dynamic performance profiles based on aircraft types, and enhanced AI aircraft awareness of the world. This is including holding short for the runway crossing and lineup and weights. Now, whilst there is no specific timeline of when we are anticipating this to be released, the developer did mention that if you have purchased the supporter pack, you will be able to get early access to this model as soon as it comes out. Then after it's been published there and everything is all stable, they will then start releasing this to other customers. iFly continues to build anticipation by showcasing their up-and-coming Boeing 737 MAX 8 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The latest previews at this present moment shared over on their Facebook on Flight One software gives a look at the cockpit during a flight from Denver to San Francisco. The preview showcases the large display screens of the 737 MAX. We can see also that the EFB is included within the aircraft, which appears to be showing a payload page at this present moment. Furthermore, as all the previews are taken during testing and are also taken as well in the nighttime as well. Well, sort of nighttime is in the dusk sort of time. We can see a good look at the cockpit lighting though as well, which is absolutely amazing. Aeroplane having a digital recreation of the iconic World War II fighter for Microsoft Flight Simulator has been updated to version 1.3.2. Released only a few months ago, the aircraft has had several updates since, bringing many improvements and new functionalities. The changelog for version 1.3.2 details texture changes, improved engine primer functionality, increased detail for the cockpit area, added animations, and much more. Now, it's no stranger to the iconic World War II aircraft. The Aeroplane Heaven has faithfully recreated the standard British Battle of British Mark 1 Hurricane, the Sea Hurricane with a functional tailhook, and the tropicalized version by its Volk Aeroview air filter fitted under the chin. The update is available via the developer store. Aeroplane Heaven also announced that the aircraft has just received marketplace approval and users could find the current version as well there. Now, if you'd like to pick this up, I'll leave a link inside the description as always to their website, and this costs $28.99 in US dollars. FlyInside recently took to their Microsoft Flight Simulator forums to announce their release of the Rotorway RW162F and the JetExec helicopters. Despite looking relatively similar, the two rotorcrafts have very different flying and design characteristics. The Rotorway RW162F is an experimental thing, build it yourself helicopter designed for recreational pilots. In fact, a used WR162F can be purchased for less than $50,000. This is a test to beginner-friendly nature. On the other hand, the JetExec is a sleek, fast ride with an all-glass cockpit and turbine engine. While the release of both products were delayed, FlightInside took their time to ensure all details lived up to the standards of the flight sim community. For insurance, both helicopters feature high fidelity sounds that were recorded from the real world models, various failure scenarios, and the ability to adjust realism settings to cater all skill levels. In addition, like most add-ons, FlightInside helicopters feature 4K PBR mod materials, realistic cockpit and exterior lighting, and accurate model flight systems. Overall, both helicopters are great for short trips to get close and personal with unique sights in the simulator. Now, you could pick up both models directly from their store for $34.95 each. However, for a limited time, the developer is now offering a combined bundle for $64.95. Flightbeam has pushed out a brand new update for its San Francisco Capital Edition product on Microsoft Flight Simulator, making it version 1.1.1. This new build includes a significant number of changes to improve their #1 best-selling product. To begin, there is now an all-new high-speed taxiway Tango in the airport simulator. This was completed in June of this year and is complete reworking on the taxiway to enable aircrafts to come off the runway at higher speeds. Flightbeam took their time to revisit the airport and recreate it faithfully in their version of San Francisco. Speaking of ground environment, Flightbeam has improved the runway by making them higher in quality and changing levels to show off their hand-painted tire gum. There are now runway grooves that are also in keeping with the real-world airport. There are also a few bits hand-placed around the airport, tweaks in the shorelines, and additional trucks added to improve the overall realism of the scenery. Now, if you haven't already, you could update through the Copilot app, and if you haven't just yet brought it, you could buy it from the controls right away in the link in the description. Back in January 2024, Peggy DevCo teased a few images of their new airport in development by themselves. Speculations was rife at the time which the airport could have been, but the team finally confirmed their next airport for the simulator. As we correctly worked out, it will be Birmingham International Airport, also known as Echo Golf Bravo Bravo. It serves the city of Birmingham and the surrounding West Midland region, with flights from the likes of EasyJet, Ryanair, TUI, and many others. Sadly, it would be a little while until we see this inside the simulators, as the developers has said it won't be available until 2025 at the earliest. For now, I'll leave you with the teaser images shared by the team a few months ago. If you want to see what quality to expect, check out their Edinburgh Airport version 2 for the simulator. It is also now available through the marketplace, but I'll also leave the link in the description for it. Scenery developer SimNord, previously known as Vendon Designs, has taken to their social media to provide an update on their up-and-coming Copenhagen International Airport. In a post written in Dacian, which, bear in mind, I had to translate this whole entire thing because I did not understand a single word of it. After me translating, SimNord stated that the work is still in progress on their Copenhagen project, with a load of building models having been already completed. Terminal 3 has received particular attention, including the landside area of it. The post reveals that the project has been hoped to have been completed by spring 2024, but says, I've got to admit it's going to take a little while. A collection of screenshots demonstrate the progress that has been made to the terminal buildings, revealing the level of detail that SimNord are using in this project. Now, earlier back in April, SimNord provided an update which included screenshots of the control tower at Denmark's biggest international airport and admitted that they are a long way to go. Despite there being no release date at this present moment, it is very unclear when this will be out. But don't worry, just make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified when this releases. Seafront Simulations has released their next add-on in their vessels lineup in the vessels the Bahamas. The add-on adds a range of marine traffic for the islands, making up the vast majority of all the vessels. Now, Vessels the Bahamas adds thousands of static vessels to the vast region. These range from small motorboats to yachts to luxury yachts, as well as cruise ships and cargo vessels. In addition to the static vessels, Seafront Simulations has added over 3,000 moving vessels to make the area feel more alive. These moving vessels come with wake and smoke effects for even more immersion inside of the simulator. For those looking to explore the area by helicopter, Seafront Simulations has included a landing platform in almost all of the cruise ships as well, allowing for you to ferry in VIP passengers or perform HEMS operations with a bit more integration. Now, you could get Vessels at the Bahamas through CoTrail for €11.86. In surprising move from MK Studios, they have released Naha Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is their first entry into the Asian airport market and hoping to impress the community with their new release. Naha Airport is Japan's 6th busiest airport and brings passengers and cargoes to Okinawa. This small island is in the southernmost part of Japan and has direct flights to Japan, to China, South Korea, Hong Kong, and of course, mainland Japan. What is fairly unique is the fact that several airlines operate short-haul routes with heavy jets. MK Studios also gives us a little bit of an insight of what you can expect with this airport. Expect to see up-to-date ground layout and stands, custom jetways, runway profiles, and also custom approach, runway, and taxiway lighting. There are also various amounts of points of interest and detailed coastline models and also accurate ground layouts. Now you can pick up this airport from Cotrails for €15.67.
DWK on the track.
A number of teasers over the past couple of weeks. Dreamflight has released Jackson Hole Airport with a runway of 1,900 meters and an elevation of 6,451 feet. Jackson Hole is a challenging destination set among the breathtaking Grand Teton National Park. Major US carriers fly to Jackson Hole across the country, bringing aircrafts ranging from regional jets up to the iconic Boeing 757. Dreamflight has included a number of features to bring the airport to life in the simulator. This includes custom ground poli, realistic night lighting, realistic ground clutter, and detailed parking lots. The main attraction is the detailed terminal model, complete with accurate interior and high quality PBR texturing. Everything has been designed based on the current 2024 layout of the airport, along with the recent update to the airport itself. Now you can pick up this airport from Cotrails for €14.99, and that is excluding taxes.
DWK on the track.
Now, last thing that we're going to be talking about is this. When you think of flight simulation or aviation in general, boats might not be the first subject that comes to your mind. However, this is exactly what Marine RM has brought us with their recently released Super Tanker. The Super Tanker is a Supermax type ship that in real life has been designed to make best use of the depth and width of the canal. It boasts a staggering 274 meters in length and a hull which is over 50 meters high. It transports crude oil and has a capacity of over 1 million barrels. The Super Tanker in Microsoft Flight Simulator promises to be an easy to control vehicle that is optimized for joystick use. It has a fully modeled bridge with functional GPS and features a tablet, which also you could use to control certain functions of the ship. The add-on comes with 17 liveries by default and features modeled crew on top of the deck. Marine RM has been releasing ships for Microsoft Flight Simulators for years now, and certainly it isn't a stranger to the marine related content, but Super Shipper is their biggest ship by far, so far in fact, and you can pick this up for €11.85 excluding a VAT over at FlightSim.to. And that is it today. This has been quite a lot of fun to make. Just as you can hear, my voice probably went from deep to going sore because I decided to do my voiceovers all at once for some stupid reason. Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe on the channel. Comment down below any improvements or anything that you would like to see on this channel. Also, get me to 1,000 subscribers before Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 comes out, as that would be much appreciated. And also, we'll have some brand new videos, some cinematic videos, hopefully coming in the near future. Anyway, as always, it's been your boy Jay, and happy flying.
DWK on the track.